It's been an enthralling few days for flies on the walls in Downing Street. After the sudden exit of two of the PM's closest advisers, now an encounter with an MP with COVID has added to the drama.
Hi folks, the good news is that NHS Test and Trace is working ever more efficiently. The bad news is that they've pinged me and I've got to self-isolate because somebody I was in contact with a few days ago has developed COVID. And actually it doesn't matter that I've had the disease and I'm bursting with antibodies.
Neither the PM nor Lee Anderson was wearing a face covering, and they didn't appear to be 2 metres apart for this photo at least. 5 more MPs and 2 aides have been told to self-isolate after the 35-minute meeting on Thursday. Labour says the government has had its eye off the ball.
We're supposed to be in a lockdown. We're supposed to be avoiding people. But number 10 has been consumed. Boris Johnson's office has been utterly distracted by infighting amongst his spin doctors.
But there's agreement he is doing the right thing now, as even though he's had COVID, there have been some cases of reinfection.
For the majority of the verified cases, people have been asymptomatic, so without symptoms, or had milder symptoms second time round. However, that doesn't mean that while you're asymptomatic or mildly symptomatic that you don't have the virus, so you have the potential to pass it on to people during that period.
The Prime Minister has no symptoms and is feeling well, so we're told he's getting on with a packed virtual schedule. He's got a meeting this evening with Northern Tory MPs about the levelling up agenda. His advisers are trying to work out how he can do Prime Minister's questions on Wednesday, and we're expecting announcements too on the vaccine, lockdown and the green agenda. And while all that's going on, Brexit is ticking along too. It's a pivotal week in Brussels as talks on the trade deal reach the final phase. Boris Johnson wasn't expecting to be there, but he wasn't planning on doing Zoom time in quarantine either. After the dysfunction in Downing Street, this was hardly the bounce back he'd hoped for.
And Tessa joins us now from Westminster. And as you said, Tessa, crucial time for Brexit negotiations.
Yes, Danny, time's running out. A deal needs not just to be reached by negotiators, but agreed on by UK and EU Parliament before December the 31st. That's the deadline. UK's chief negotiator, Lord David Frost, said today this is progress. We're working very hard to get a deal. His EU counterpart, Michel Barnier, tweeted, "We remain determined, patient and respectful." Back here, though, Boris Johnson is keeping an eye on the clock too. He's got to be in self-isolation until next Thursday. Until then, though, let's see how much of a policy relaunch he can really manage remotely.
Absolutely. Tessa Chapman, thank you.